Welcome to Earthly Reads, a My Cup of Earth production. In a village of wizards, where magic filled the air and wonder waited around every corner, a young apprentice named Ember lived with a sense of curiosity that rivaled the brightest of stars. Ember's eyes sparkled with excitement as she watched the wispy tendrils of smoke rise from the chimneys of the village, carrying the whispers of ancient spells and incantations. Ember lived with her mentor, the wise and kind wizard Lyra, in a cozy cottage on the outskirts of the village. The walls of their home were adorned with shelves upon shelves of dusty tomes, filled with the secrets of magic and the whispers of the past. Ember spent her days poring over these books, practicing spells, and learning the intricacies of the mystical arts. One day, as Ember was studying a particularly complex incantation, she stumbled upon a mysterious passage hidden within the pages of an ancient tome. The words danced before her eyes, speaking of a long-lost artifact hidden deep within the heart of the nearby forest. The artifact, known as the Celestial Chalice, was said to grant the drinker unimaginable power and wisdom. Ember's curiosity was piqued, and she couldn't help but share her discovery with wizard Lyra. The wise wizard listened intently, her eyes twinkling with a mixture of excitement and concern. Ember, the Celestial Chalice is a legend, a myth spoken of in hushed tones among the wisest of wizards. It's said to be hidden deep within the heart of the forest, guarded by ancient spells and enchanted creatures. Ember's determination only grew stronger. She convinced wizard Lyra to join her on a quest to find the Celestial Chalice, and together they set out into the unknown. The forest loomed before them, its towering trees stretching towards the sky like giant sentinels. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves, and the sound of rustling creatures echoed through the underbrush. As they journeyed deeper into the forest, Ember and wizard Lyra encountered a variety of enchanted creatures. There were fairies flitting about the trees, their delicate wings shimmering in the dappled light. A family of centaurs grazed on the lush undergrowth, their equine bodies strong and majestic. And a wise old badger, with eyes that shone like stars, offered them sage advice and guidance. After many hours of walking, the duo came upon a clearing, and in the center of it stood an enormous stone statue. The statue depicted a magnificent unicorn, its horns shining with a soft, ethereal light. Wizard Lyra's eyes sparkled with recognition. This is the statue of the ancient unicorn, Illyria. She was said to have possessed the power to heal the land and bring balance to the forces of nature. Ember's eyes widened as she approached the statue. Carved into the pedestal was a cryptic message, written in a language she couldn't understand. Wizard Lyra, however, seemed to recognize the script. "This is the language of the Ancient Ones," she said, her voice filled with reverence. "It speaks of a trial, a test of courage and wisdom, that must be overcome before the Celestial Chalice can be claimed." Without hesitation, Ember and wizard Lyra set out to complete the trial. They traversed treacherous paths, navigated treacherous rivers, and solved complex puzzles. Along the way, they encountered a variety of challenges, each designed to test their courage, wisdom, and magical prowess. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the forest, Ember and wizard Lyra finally reached the heart of the trial. Before them stood a magnificent portal, its surface etched with intricate runes. The air was thick with anticipation as they prepared to face the final challenge. With a deep breath, Ember stepped forward, her heart pounding with excitement. She raised her hands, and a brilliant light burst forth, illuminating the surrounding forest. The runes on the portal began to glow, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. Wizard Lyra smiled, her eyes shining with pride. "Well done, Ember. You have passed the trial, and the Celestial Chalice awaits." With a sense of wonder, Ember reached out and grasped the handle of the portal. It swung open, revealing a chamber filled with a dazzling array of magical artifacts. And at the center of it all, on a pedestal of pure crystal, stood the celestial chalice. The chalice shone with a soft, pulsing light, its surface etched with ancient runes that seemed to dance in the flickering candlelight. Ember's eyes widened as she approached the pedestal, her heart filled with a sense of awe and wonder. Wizard Lyra placed a gentle hand on her shoulder, and together they gazed upon the chalice. As they reached out to claim the chalice, a low, rumbling voice echoed through the chamber. "Who dares to disturb the resting place of the Ancient Ones?" It thundered. Ember and Wizard Lyra stood tall, their hearts filled with a sense of courage and determination. "We come in search of knowledge and wisdom," Ember replied, her voice clear and strong. "We seek to use the power of the celestial chalice to bring balance to the forces of nature and heal the land." The chamber fell silent, and the voice of the Ancient Ones echoed through the ages. "You have passed the trial, and your hearts are pure. Take the celestial chalice, and may its power guide you on your journey." With a sense of wonder and awe, Ember and Wizard Lyra claimed the celestial chalice. As they held it aloft, the chamber began to glow with a soft, ethereal light. The runes on the pedestal began to dance, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. As they made their way back to the village, the celestial chalice held aloft, Ember and Wizard Lyra felt a sense of pride and accomplishment. They knew that their journey was far from over, but they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, armed with the power of the Ancient Ones. And so, Ember's tale became a legend, passed down through the generations of wizards. A reminder of the power of courage, wisdom, and determination. The celestial chalice remained a symbol of the magic that lay within the heart of the forest. A reminder of the wonders that awaited those who dared to seek them out. Welcome to Earthly Reads, a My Cup of Earth production. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.